How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another trail building episode. This is day 1 of episode 2, and last time we were really just giving you guys a preview of the trails, but now in this episode we're actually going to start working on them. Unfortunately, before we can start working on any features like that landing right there, we got to get this big old rock out like I mentioned in the last episode. For the past few days we've been getting some really bad weather, and as you can tell, all these tools that I was using are now caked in mud because it was so wet. But we've been getting some warmer weather and it's been drying out, so I'm gonna get to work trying to cut all these roots. And my plan is to dig a big hole here, use that dirt for the landing, and then I'm gonna try and wedge this giant rock out. I'll dig out all this stuff so that it's easier to get out, but I'm gonna try and pry this rock out into the hole and bury underground, or at least just get it out of the way. The problem is there's a rock right there, right under the big rock, and so I brought a sledgehammer to chip that into pieces. But hopefully within this episode we can get this rock out and maybe even get this whole jump line running. After that, the building won't stop and we'll continue on. So my plan is to build another jump line, but this one's going to be more like a bike park jump line. So instead of one big feature, it will have some medium-sized, I guess, blue graded jumps just along the whole line all the way to the bottom, and hopefully that will make it so that the trail lasts longer, because right now our longest trail lasts maybe 30 seconds. And when you're doing jumps, you can make it a little bit flatter too, because from the speed you gain, kind of like not pumping the jumps, but from landing and all that kind of stuff, you can kind of go on a flatter surface. So hopefully we'll get to that soon, but for now I'm just gonna try and get this rock out. So I guess cue the time lapse. Alright, so now I'm gonna start to dig out this pit, and I'll fill up buckets with dirt as I go, and I'll use that to build up that landing over there. Yeah, I'm thinking that we can just pry this rock and eventually get it to fall into this hole that I'm about to make. Plus, I mean, it's a good source of dirt, so it's not like that dirt is going to waste. So I'm gonna do that now.
Oh my god. What's up, guys?
Drop. Drop. Alright, so we're on day 2 of trail building for this video, and we just found a pretty fun line that we're going to clear out with a jump, possibly 2 jumps, because down there we might make a fly out. But we got RJ here this time. He's down there clearing corridor, and so the trail is going to come down from there. We're going to have a couple turns right here, and then it will set you up to go across here, clear up these things and across this trail. And then, like, the main feature, the main reason why I built this, we're gonna have, I'm taking down this tree right now, and Duncan is going to build a lip right here, and so that's kind of going to be a hip. So if you can tell, it kind of drops off right here, so there's going to be a lip here, and then it will lead you downhill over to here. I think it'd be a good idea to take out all these, and then that would mean we can keep our speed up. And over here is a steep bank up onto the trail, So I think we're gonna try to make a fly out here, which would be really cool because there's plenty of space to land. That would be really fun. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Duncan's making a lip, RJ's clearing the trail, and I am clearing that tree trunk. So cue the time lapse. How's it going, guys? Back here at the trails, and you saw the line that we were working on for a couple days, and now we are extending it further up to the top of the trails and building a new feature. Here it is. There's a takeoff. Here, I'll show you from up here. It's kind of easier to get a sense of what it's like, but it's going to be a pretty decent hip, kind of like a hip racer. I think it's a step up, but not by much. And here's the landing. Landing is obviously not yet finished, but that's what's happening today. So I smooth packed this and it looked really good, and then someone came here and stepped on it. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on the landing for today, but first just fix my bike. Well, sort of. So I'm gonna do a couple runs because we got the fly out going now, and we got a berm right before it. But as you can see, I am running chainless today because I snapped my chain on the way over here. So I'll have to fix that when I get home. But let's get into it. Okay, so for the landing, I've decided to do a similar thing that I did to the takeoff. As you can see, I kind of dug it down in here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I dug it down, which does two things. First of all, it gives you a lot of dirt, and second of all, it makes it so that the takeoff can be less kicky and longer and taller and stuff. So I think to get more dirt and also do all those other things, I'm gonna do the same thing with the landing, and I'm gonna dig it down until a certain point, and then at the same time, by doing that, I can make it on camber. So instead of, it's kind of leaning this way, and what I wanted to do is lean this way because we're coming out of a hip, left hip. So that's another thing that I can do by digging it down. I can make it on camber, so you're not flying off the trail. Because I've also kind of run out of dirt over here, and so that way I can use a lot more dirt without having to go find some place to dig it. So I'm gonna get started on that now. First, I'm gonna kind of smooth this out with a rake so I can kind of tell where all the flow is going, and I'm also gonna pack it down some. I'm not gonna smooth pack it just yet because I still have a lot of dirt to add, but for now I'm just gonna kind of get a general idea of where I need to dig and what the camber needs to be like. trying to do today is our main goal is basically just to smooth stuff out. So if you look at this landing, we dug it out, but right at the end there, it kind of goes up a bit, and so it bucks you a little bit once you land. So we're gonna dig that so it stays level this whole way, and it doesn't go up at all. And then also, with all the speed that you carry out of this jump down here, since you have so much speed, there's some rocks and it gets really janky right before this hip. And so we're gonna try and fix that somehow. I don't know whether that requires a couple rollers, maybe another racer coming down here. We're gonna try and smooth it out because this line is really fun, and the only problem is it's just pretty janky. So we just moved some stuff out way down there by a step down, and we're gonna start routing some, so we'll get some POV shots.